Alright guys, so earlier today I was on Instagram and I was going to do a video on this, but I figured I'd do it right now. It's about Steve Greenberg, an attorney he was working with who basically says Greenberg ain't shit, okay? He ain't say that verbally, word for word, but basically he just is saying that Greenberg ain't shit. He worked with him and Greenberg loses cases. So here's this account, Justice for RK. I mentioned them lots of times in my stories. You know, follow them if you support R. Kelly. But they came out with this tweet here from Joel A. Brodsky. Okay, and the caption says, Attorney Brodsky talks about Greenberg. He worked with Greenberg on the Drew Peterson case. Drew Peterson is in jail for killing his wife, right? So real quick, let me go to his page directly. Alright, so here's Joel A. Brodsky. Alright, let's go in here and see what he's talking about as far as the case goes. So it looks like he says here, 18 hours ago, let me go into the details. He says, hashtag R. Kelly, former lawyer, Steve, ineffective assistance. Greenberg is officially gone. Now other lawyers won't have knife in their bag during trial. Greenberg lost Peterson habeas case last month. He loses all big cases. He does. Laughing my ass off. Ciao. So let's go in here and see what this link is for the Chicago Sun-Times. Alright, so this goes into this document that says judge allows Chicago-based R. Kelly lawyers to withdraw from case before the Brooklyn trial. Now this is a big problem that I'm finding, and this is Chicago Sun-Times. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so this big problem I have with a lot of news reports is that they, how do I say it? They just falsify the titles to fit the narrative that they want to put out, not the actual truth. So it says Thursday's hearing came as attorneys continued with final preparations for Kelly's long-delayed sex trafficking trial scheduled to begin August 9th in Brooklyn Federal Court. Now, real quick, so what I'm saying is they're saying judge allows Chicago-based lawyer R. Kelly lawyers to withdraw from the case before Brooklyn trial. You know, again, let's just call it what it is. R. Kelly fired them. I mean, they don't say that in none of these headings. Just like when the judge had said something about Nicole. Instead of saying that judge admits the women are not girls, they're women, and they've been women even 2 years ago, they say judge slams R. Kelly's lawyer. They just put him in a bad light regardless. So again, let me just refresh our memory. Back on June 7th, Douglas Anton had retweeted this here. It says, update R. Kelly attorney Thomas Farinella on tonight's request by attorneys Steve Greenberg and Mike Leonard to withdraw from the Brooklyn case. Alright. It says, the only comment we have at this time is that Mr. Kelly terminated both lawyers prior to filing the motion. Now, mind you, Doug Anton retweeted that. Let me go back to his page. And if you notice, he hasn't said much else. But that's what he retweeted. He retweeted about the lawyers leaving. And then he retweeted this one statement here, where it clearly says the only comment that we have at this time is that Mr. Kelly terminated both lawyers prior to filing their motion, right? So, you know, there they go. They were terminated. Why don't they put that in their headings? R. Kelly lawyers were terminated by R. Kelly. Anyways, let's go back to Joel's page. So on Joel's page, he had put that there 18 hours ago about Steve Greenberg. Again, he says Greenberg lost Peterson habeas case last month. He loses all big cases. He does. And I think this is what we're missing here. Those of us that support R. Kelly, this is what we're missing. Why is it that everyone wants to get rid of Steve? Maybe this is why. He just lost a case. According to this attorney here, he loses lots of cases. So as we scroll up here, he goes in and guess what he says? He says more proof that former hashtag R. Kelly attorney Steve, ineffective assistant Greenberg, screwed up Kelly's case just weeks before trial. Based on requests from attorneys not held back by Greenberg, the government is finally disclosing the search warrant affidavit. This outlines the government. And I put this up in my video yesterday, but let's read this. This is the limited unsealing order. So where they can, just open it up for the trial, or open it up right now and then close it. They have to close it. So, they're saying that all this time, this should have been done, and it hasn't. So again, Joel, one of two. More proof that former R. Kelly attorney Steve, ineffective assistant Greenberg, screwed up Kelly's case just weeks before trial. Based on requests from attorneys that were not held back by Steve Greenberg, the government is finally disclosing the search warrant affidavit. What the fuck? People, wake up. Unfortunately, fortunately, Nicole Becker is not the problem here. Yeah, she probably screwed up her wording when she was in court, but child, look at here. And then he says, 2 of 2, case under oath. Well, let me see. So he says, this outlines government case under oath. Any competent lawyer would have insisted on getting this a year ago. Even if Farinella, Becker, and new lawyers work 24/7, it will be hard to overcome ineffective assistants Greenberg's incompetence and be fully prepared. They have a lot of work to do. So that's the last he said on that. But yeah, just wanted to update you guys on this part right here. Shout out to Justice for RK on Instagram. They brought this to my attention. Alright guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Till next video.